All right. I guess we're getting right on time today. All right. So what I'm going to go over today. Um, well, first, let me just start out with this. If you haven't taken a free trial with us and you want to, the trial really is free, but it's only for 3 days. This stuff is like, if you get a large pizza with like special pizza, that costs more than what this costs. See how this can change your life. For the price of a pizza. Anyway, you go here to tradingviewtrades.com to sign up for the trial. All right. Enough of that. I wanted to go over just show you if you had some sort of service like the Motley Fool, where they give out their top 10 picks. At the beginning of the year, they give out their top 10 picks for the month of January, and these were just some of them right here. Right, the top. What do I have? 8 screens, so I guess we have the top 7 picks right here. I think we have the top 7 picks right here. We're rolling with that. So I'm showing what these 7 picks did. Now the thing about getting a thing like when you subscribe to a service like this one right here, I mean, these are all great. It's good information to have, and all of these, they're not expecting any of these to actually go down, right? This is not a short list. This is a long list. They're expecting all of these to go up, right? Not down. So if we just put them aside here, and we look in here, you see I have 1, 2, 3, 4. I have the NQ over here still. 5, 6, 7. The top 7 of them. And I don't know what their prices were at the beginning of the month when all this happened, but if we just go through them one by one, and we'll see what the indicator, what the tool suggested you do. All right. Now, when you get a pick like this is this first one is CrowdStrike. All right, CrowdStrike. Now, at the beginning of January, we'll go to a daily, and we'll look at the beginning of January. Right here, they suggested CrowdStrike. So it's been up, up, up until right here, and then it was down, and then it was up, up, up until right here, and then it was down. So you don't want to get in it right here, right? You don't want to buy it right there or buy it right here when you could have bought it down here, or you could have bought it down here, right? You could have bought it anywhere in the middle of one of these. That's where you really want to get into it, right? So if you're buying something that you have a service that is a reliable service, we'll say, let's just consider this is a reliable service, okay? If you have a service that is reliable like that, and they say they have a stock that is going to go up or is likely to go up, and you see it did. I mean, they were right. January 1st, right here. I don't know when this came out. Oh, well, this is actually not January 1st. Okay, over here is January 1st. Over here is January 1st. So, it came out and it's been up, up, up ever since. But where do you get in, right? Where do you get into that whole thing? That's where this comes in, okay? Now, first of all, you could get in here. It didn't really give any long signal right here at the beginning of this. It gave a long signal way back here in September is when it said to buy on a daily, okay? But if you break it down to, say, a 5-minute, well, you can break it down, and you can break it down even more than that. I mean, less than that. We'll say to an hourly. And you go back, you're only thinking of buying this thing, right? You're not thinking of shorting it because, the fool says buy it. So right in here is where it started giving long signals, right? That is way too far back. Let's go, here we go, 2024. Right in here is where it started giving long signals, back here. All right, so you had ample opportunity to buy it in here on the hourly chart. But let's say we break this down even more. And let's say you just want to go long when it says you want to buy it. When I say go long, I mean buy. Let's say you just want to go long or buy it. Because it's a stock that is picked to go up, right? It's not a stock that is picked to go down. It's a stock that is picked to go up. And you want to know when the best intraday buying opportunities are. So right here, I just put it on a 5-minute. Now, if you set this up, so you could be on a golf course, right? And you have this thing set up right in here. You got TV trades on there. And right here, right? Sorry, I'm trying to get to this. Right here, click on those little buttons right there. And you do alert on TV trades. Add the alert right in here. All you have to do, you can name it right here. All right, you can say CRWD. CRWD. 5-min. All right, so what this means, we hit create on this. It's any function call. And if you do this, notifications in here, you go down here, send email to SMS. If you have that set to pop up on your phone, you get notified on your phone. You can have it send you an email. You can have it send you a webhook, show a pop up on your computer, notify in your app if you have the app on your phone. Do any of those things, right? So you hit create on this. And so now if you're out on the golf course or something like that, and you're just out in the forest finding your ball, like I would, um, then, then you get this notice on your phone. You have 5 minutes to make a decision. 5 minutes to do something about it. 5 minutes before the next bar closes. All right. So even after that bar closes, that's when you get this one right here. You get that sent to your phone, and you can get in there. It pulled back pretty good right there. So you get in there anytime right in here. And this is today, right? Isn't this today? 23rd of January? I guess it was yesterday, right in here. Okay. So you get long right in here. Now you're not interested in shorting it, so we can take the shorts off. But when you're subscribing to a service like this, you're only interested in the long side of things. Yes. There is a free trial for TradingView Trades, yes. The free trial is 3 days, and the alerts could be very useful. I mean, if you had a service like this, wouldn't you want to know? Wouldn't you want to know when you should get in? I think I would, right? Better than just say, okay, well, I know it's going to go up, and so you just randomly buy it at any old place. I'd rather buy it down here at 294 rather than up here at 308, and then watch it go all the way down $8. Wouldn't you? Anyway, this is what this did, right? And this is on a 5 minute, and we saw from the daily they picked it, so it wasn't my pick to go long on this thing, but it was their pick. It was just we had a great opportunity presented to us, through TV trades. Now let's just do it for a few of them here. Okay, this one is PayPal, and they did the same thing, and this is on a 1 minute. Let's go to a daily again and look at it at the beginning of the month. All right. This is the beginning of the month. Okay, so right in here on a daily chart, you don't want to go long when it's not really doing very well in here, right? So from a daily chart, we didn't get anything here on the daily chart until the 19th of January. But again, taking the mentality that you're only going to look for buying opportunities on this. If you break it down to a 5 minute, is this today or is this yesterday? That's Friday, actually. Well, anyway, if you're only looking for buying opportunities on this, right, you break it down to a 5 minute. On Friday, you had some great opportunity right here to buy it. Right in here, there was a long trade. It didn't actually give you a trigger in there, though. Right in here, a long trade, opportunity to buy right there. Opportunity to buy right here. Right here, this one would have stopped you out. Now, this is the beauty of this thing is right here. If we do a replay on this, we'll see what it said to put the stop at. Okay. So let's just do a replay, and it's going to replay up to that point where you would have gotten that alert on your phone. Right in here. Possible long soon. There it is right there. Whoops. Wait a minute. There it is right there. So it gave you this one here that said possible long soon. Right. And then 5 minutes later, it gave you this one right here that said your stop is going to be 25 cents. So you had a 25-cent stop on this. All right. 25 cents. That's tough. That's, I know that's a lot of money. For a $65 stock, you're going to risk 25 cents. But that's all you would have had to risk to realize, hey, it went wrong. And, if we keep going to the end, well, here, I'll just fast forward it to the end because, it hasn't given another signal since then. But if I shut it off, let's just shut off the replay. It hasn't given another signal since then. It's gone down here. So you would have risked your 25 cents there or whatever it was, or 65 cents. But something like this over here, your stop would have been a little more. It would have been a couple bucks probably on this one. But you made a couple bucks. And that's what it looks like on PayPal. So let me just go jump it into another one. That 25 cents would definitely have broke you. Let's look at this one. I'm not even sure what this is. What is this mealy thing? This is what it is. Mercado Libre. Mealy. I mean, I don't know what any of these companies do. Right? I don't need to know really. I don't even have the TV trades on this. Look, this is how simple it is to put the TV trades on. Right? We have nothing on this chart right now. All you have to do is go here to indicators, go to invite only, click on TV trades, and bang, it's on your chart. No adjustments needed. You don't have to do anything. So in this one, it said right here at the beginning of January, it said buy in January. This is actually the 11th of January that it said right in here, but our stuff said don't get interested in the long side until right in here, the 11th of January. But if you break it down to a 5 minute and you go with what they said at the beginning, well, you go back to the beginning of the month, but let's just stick with today, okay? Considering today or maybe Friday. You're only looking for long opportunities. You're only looking to buy, right? So right here was today. You had an opportunity this morning at 9:45 to buy it, and let's see. It's got a possible short soon showing up right here, right now. But let's go back to the bar replay and see what this one did here this morning when it gave you this indication. All right, now you're not interested in selling, so I can take that part of it off. Take the selling part off. Okay, you're only interested in the buy side. So with the bar replay here, and we'll let it go a couple of bars and see what it does. Okay, so right now it's got an approximate long entry point for the last long. That was this long back here. Okay, so now it's got this right in here, possible long soon. There it is. It said possible long soon. And in here, your stop is, hang on, possible long, approximate long entry point, 1769.44, and your stop is $14 in this one. This is a big stop on this one. Okay, so your stop's going to be $14 on this one, it says. And I think that's right. Yeah, $14 it said. And how far did it go up? From the entry point here at 69, we'll call it 70. So far it's gone up $14. So that's, I mean, I don't know what this ends up looking like here, but we'll see in a minute here, I guess. See, so from 70, so far it's gone all the way up to 90. So you've had a $20 gain for $14 risk so far. I guess I didn't notice that this was $1,700 either. So, I guess $14 risk is not that big of a deal on a stock like this. But see, so far from 1790, 1790, was this? Oh, it's 1770. Sorry, 1770. So far you've gone up just about $30. $30, and that's just today. And that was on that one. You can see the value, right? I hope you can. I hope it's pretty obvious to you, but let's just do them all. What time is it? 4:12. Yeah, I guess I'm going pretty quick. We can do them all. Yes, to load things up is really simple. Again, if you haven't taken a free trial and you want to, the trial really is free. You go here to tradingviewtrades.com. Right down here at the bottom, it's a 3-day free trial. You can scan this with your phone or just click on that. It's a 3-day free trial, and it's only $25 after the trial. Okay, so if you want to see it, if you want to use it, I mean, if you have a service like this, everybody should be using something like this. If you have a service like this and you want to know when the best time to get into these things is, like Airbnb, I have no idea what these things look like on a smaller time frame. Okay, but I know that the Motley Fool said to buy this thing at the beginning of January. And so if we go back here to the beginning of January, it's right here. The beginning of January was right here. And so it has gone up from the beginning of January. All right, from in here, it had some pretty bad days and a pretty bad period in here. It went up pretty good, 50% of that. It retraced 100% of that 50% retracement, and it's gone up more. So it should go up above this level here right now. That's a whole bunch of stuff I don't need to get into right now. But hey, there's something new here. Look, I have a trader's block. I just started it yesterday. If you look in here, I just created this yesterday. Isn't that pretty cool? And this stream I can put in here. I'm figuring all this stuff out as I go. Look at that. Isn't that pretty cool? But in here, what I wrote about yesterday was the value of trailing stops. Okay, right in here, the value of trailing stops. If you guys don't know about trailing stops, read that. In here, I wrote about range bars. This is my personal opinion on range bars. I love range bars better than any other type of bar. I'm sorry, I'm getting sidetracked. Okay, so I wasn't trying to take away from this. All right, so if we break this down, where did it start? Right in here is the 1st of January, right? Right in here is the 1st of January. We'll break it down to a 5-minute. And we'll just say we're only interested in the long trades because Motley Fool says this thing's going to go up. So we'll go back here. Today is the 24th, right? So we'll go back here. The 24th began right here. Okay, so we only had one long trade today, right here. And the risk on this one, actually we had two long trades. All right, the risk on this one wasn't, again, like a quarter or something like that. And this stock is $142. So if we go back and we do the replay on that, we'll see what the risk was on this. When I say risk, I mean how far away your stop is, how much you are risking per share. Okay, so it says possible long soon. Then right in here, it says buy long on bar close, and your stop is 18 cents on this one. 18 cents. So you risked 18 cents, and from the open here at 142.44, it went up to 142.66. So it went up 22 cents, and you risked 18. Risk reward, I guess it's all right, but you would have gotten stopped out on that minus 18 cents or whatever it is. And it did give another trade over here. It's going to be coming up. It's going to be coming up here soon. On these, I should just shut off the shorts, okay? Because you're not interested in the shorts. But again, same thing, right? You're not interested in the shorts. But if you were, on those larger dollar ones, if you were interested in the shorts, I'll go back and look at that Mealy one in a second. I want to show you something with that. Right? Well, we don't need to watch this all the way to the end. You get the picture, right? I wanted to show you something with this. I don't even know how this is going to look, but I have a feeling that right here where it shorted, where it started going down, right here, let's put the shorts on there. And let's see, we didn't get a trigger right there. Okay, I was going to say if we got a trigger right there, then that would be an awesome place to be buying some puts right there if we got a trigger up there. Now, we didn't get the trigger. We did get this change of color and everything, and this warning right here, possible short, was coming soon. There was something right here, this bar right here. You see how that bar is a doji? I don't know if you can see it. I can't really blow it up any. Can I? Yeah, I guess I can. You see how that bar right there is a doji? That's the trigger bar. And if that happens on a trigger bar, then it's not going to give you a signal. But because I'm telling you right now, that if you get one of those on the trigger bar and it says possible short soon and it starts going down, then it's probably going to keep going down. And where should it go to? Well, look left, right down here. All right. Right down there is where it should go to. And that's where it's going to. I just wanted to point that out. So in this case right here, that would be an awesome opportunity to buy some puts if you want to trade puts. All right, so we did the Airbnb. I guess, I got a little bit of time. I can go through them all. I have no idea what these look like, really. I mean, other than the fact that I know that they were picked to be stocks that should go up. And right here, from the beginning of the month, right here, this has gone up. It's been good from the beginning of the month. It had this pullback right in here, which is okay. I mean, you expect that, right? It goes up this far, pulls back 50%, it's going back up. It should continue up. How far should it continue up? Those of you guys that were in my class this morning? Yeah, the jump on that one yesterday, it's just craziness, right? But those of you guys that were in my class this morning, when you can't see anything on the left, you use the leg length, right? So how far should this go up? Well, let's just see. Bink, right there. That's how far. Oops, sorry, I didn't mean to do that one. You hit delete on that. That's how far this should go up from here. All right, so how far is that? He says, not knowing the answer. Up here, 89.12. 89.12 is what that should go up to. So if you're still in it, I would hold it to the 89.12. All right, locking in profits if you have any profits. If you didn't, you probably already got out right over here. And this brings me to another thing. The mid-trend trades. You see that right down here? Mid-trend trade. It would have put you right back in on that bar. I didn't even know that. But it would have put you right back in on that bar. That's something that I'm working on. For if you miss the beginning entry and you get a pullback in the middle of the trend, you'll get another opportunity to jump into it. If you miss the beginning entry, you get a pullback in the middle of the trend, you get another shot at it. That's what all those little stars are, variables that I was testing. But that's coming at you soon. Hey, the price might go up when that comes. let me just shut that off. All right. But there you have it. So this is what I would expect this to do. I would expect to get up here at 89.12. And yes, the mid-trend trade. So you get another shot at it if you miss the entry from the beginning. And that was Shopify, right? So let's look at this one. This is called Intuitive Surgical. Intuitive Surgical. Okay. Well, this on a 5-minute. This is what it looks like on a 5-minute. But let's look at it on a daily and see what it did from the beginning when the fool said it should start going up. It has. They've been nailing every one of these. They've been nailing them. Look at this gap up right here. That huge gap. All right, so let's look at this on a 5-minute chart. We're not going to be able to look at that gap on a 5-minute chart, but let's look in here today. All right. So today it had one decent long trade right here today, and this is priced at 367. So it went here. It said your stop on this one is going to have to have been down here is where your stop should be. All right, so your stop's going to be pretty big on this. It did go at least the length of the stop. and it's pulled back. But if we do this, we'll do a replay on this one. Go right here, do a replay on that one. And let's see, bar by bar. See how we do here. If anybody's got any questions, here it is right here. Okay, so how big was the stop? The stop was $3.29. $3.29. Okay, was the stop on this? And the entry point's here at 367.81. So where did it go to when it was at the high? Right there. 367 up to 372. Did it go any higher than that? Yep, just a little bit higher. 367, we'll call it 368, up to 373. So you got a $5 gain on a $3.50 risk on that one right there. Okay, and you see the rest of the day it just went all the way down. Well, it went flattened out the rest of the day back to where it opened up this trade. But again, you had an opportunity right there, a great opportunity today, and that would again you would have had that 5 minutes early. Let's look at Disney. I have no idea what Disney's doing either, but this is on a 1 minute. Let's look at the daily first and see how they did with their original pick at the beginning of January. Here we are at the beginning of January. Now this one, it actually dropped quite a bit from the original pick at the beginning of January. Our stuff from the daily didn't start picking it up until over here on, well, the 18th. But they said in here, look at these to go up. And, well, let's just look at today. All right, we'll look at today on the 5 minute and see what it looks like. Because I don't know. All right, so we'll go back. This is just today, so it really didn't give much today. Gave one long trade right here that would have stopped you out. That looks like a few cents stop out right there. I gave one long trade right here that would have gotten it all back. Another one right here that would have stopped you out. And another one right here. That would have been just about enough to stop you out. So if we looked at the whole day, right? Actually, no, this was yesterday. If we looked at just today, this is today, just today. No, that's yesterday. Is that today? Yesterday. This is today. I guess this is all today, right? No, 23rd, 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 23rd. That 23rd Jan 24 is what's thrown because it's the 24th of January. Here it is right here. Okay, so we didn't get a signal up here for this big move. We had that left over from yesterday. Yesterday afternoon, you got a long trade right here that nailed this move right here. Then today you got another one here that would have stopped you out. And you got another one here that would be active right. That would have stopped you out too. Let's just see how big the stops would have been on those. They would have been pretty small considering how much you would have made on this move right here. Those would have been tiny. Disney it's had a lot of bad press lately. Well, yeah, they probably deserve some of it. I don't know, but I mean, you don't have to know, right? Let's say you're subscribing to this service, so you're only thinking things are going to be going up. So you're not concerned about the short side of this at all. You're only looking for opportunities to buy it when it's a good opportunity for it to go up. And that's what this is perfect for. The TV trades is perfect for that. You don't have to know what stocks are going to go up. Somebody else can tell you what stocks are going to go up, and you just got to know when to get into those stocks, right? Right? Pretty simple strategy, isn't it? It is for me. Anyway, let's look at the NQ a little bit, okay? This is the NQ, and I have the NQ on 100 range right here. Now, 100 range on the NQ is $500 for each bar. So that's a lot of money, and most people aren't going to risk that. But the NQ in here, it only gave one signal today. It said to short right over here. Now, if your stop with a 500 range and with a 100 range bar, your stop would have to be 150 ticks, right? So you'd have been short here. It would have pulled back a long way, almost to the $500. Well, almost $500 into your stop of $750. But then it ran from here from 700 all the way down. We'll just say the first spot where it stopped down here at 632. So that's a whole bunch of points, right? This is 100 range. So every one of these bars let me just click on this and go back to that. Right. So every one of these bars is 100 ticks. So from here at the short spot, it ran all the way down to here, which is a ton of money. And then it pulled back a little bit and it ran down some more. So if I put the other thing on here, let me see if I can find it. It's up here somewhere, I think. No, these are all things that I'm working on here. One of the things is putting targets on there for you, like that. Long targets. See, I'm working on a lot of different things to make this product better for everyone who gets involved. And the longer I work on it, the better it's going to be, but the more expensive it's going to be eventually. Get in now while it's cheap. Really, it is cheap. Again, if you haven't taken a free trial, go here to tradingviewtrades.com, tradingviewtrades.com, and at the homepage here, down at the bottom, you can sign up for the trial, all right? Only $25 after the 3-day trial. Yeah, so the NQ, let's break this down to a smaller time frame, something that most people who day trade the NQ can do. We'll say a 20 range. So now every bar is 20 ticks, all right? So we gave a long trade right in here. Every bar is 20 ticks. With a 20 tick bar, you're going to have a 30 tick stop. So right here, you get in here at 88, and that one ran all the way up here to 603. Now those are points, all right? Those are points. They're not ticks. So, a 20 range bar is 5 points. Okay, they're not ticks. They're not ticks. They're points right here. All right, so you're going from right here. I said to go long at 89, and it ran all the way up to 603. So that's what, 14 points. So it's 14 times 4 is 56, I believe, right? 56 ticks. So it's 56 times 5. So in this case right here, you're risking $100, and 56 times 5, you made 250. Over here, you had a short right here. I actually didn't give you a short there. Oh, I don't have the shorts turned on. Hang on. Let me turn the shorts on. Oh, I do have the shorts turned on. They're on. Okay. Was this all of today? No, this was just the end of today. Okay, so if we slide it this way, go back to the beginning of today, if you're a futures trader, and you may be, you may not be, I'm just doing a quick look at this, and this is all today. Wow. The NQ had a lot of movement. I don't feel like doing the whole thing, but you can go back and check this out. Take the free trial, and you can apply it to whatever futures contract you want to. Okay, but you can see it works really well with futures, as well as it does with stocks. And if you like forex, I didn't even look at forex. Let's look at EURUSD. Look at forex.com. And on forex, you'd have to go back to 100 range if you're going to do it on a range bar. And you might be interested in the longs and the shorts on forex. So this is, well, actually it didn't have, with the 100 range bar, it didn't move around all that much. It gave one shorting opportunity in here, and this was, forex runs all day long too, I believe, right? So you could have gotten long here at the end of the day yesterday, and it had a short in here that would have stopped you out. Had a short here that would have been great. A long here that would have been something. We do have some guys that do use it on forex. They use it on larger time frame though. Use it on like a 30-minute chart. You can see how that would have worked out just fine for him today. A short right in there, and yesterday a long right in here. So there's a ton of opportunity. If you want to trade with this, you can use it for whatever you want to use it on. Again, the trial is free. It's a 3-day free trial. Go to tradingviewtrades.com. Sign up for the free trial right there. Okay. So it pretty much killed it on all these stocks. If you have some other service, now this whole thing, it was just, you can see it was right. It was on the side of my Bing when I searched. I did search for top 10 stocks on Bing, and it came up. This Motley Fool thing came right up at the top. So here it is. CrowdStrike. These are all their things. I didn't look at any of these other ones. Luckily, let's look at NU. I have no idea what this is going to look like, but I'm betting it's going to probably look pretty good. Let's look at NU. It's supposed to be new holdings. Right here it is. So we'll look at that on a daily at the beginning of the month. Right, in January, right here. Okay, so they were right. In January at the beginning of the month, they nailed it right there. New holdings. And our stuff went with them too. It went, same idea right there. So now if you're only interested in buying, if you're only interested in the long side of things, then shut off the shorts. And let's see what happened today. Well, today I gave one long trade right here. So you would have been buying right there. And from there, it ran up to here, 9.15. I didn't realize what this was priced at, but it ran from 9.10, only a nickel. Okay, so looking at this, this is a really small, a low price chart, a low price stock. I didn't realize that. But either way, it ran up a dime there, or a nickel or something like that. And then it pulled back. Your stop on this, I think your stop on this is going to be pretty big. It's going to be like 10 cents, something like that, 15 cents. Your stop would have been down here below this right here. But it gave a little bit of a long there, a little bit of a long here, and none of the longs worked out today. But if you had shorts going, then it would have worked out in here. I didn't realize this was a $9 stock. Right there, it went up. Right there, it went up. Right there, it went up. And here it went up. Now, when I do finish the target stuff, what it's going to be looking at is back here to this level. So you would have had a long right here that would have said, look for it to get up to this level. I mean, you can learn to do that on your own. You don't need to have something automatically tell you to do that. But the same thing here, it would have given you this right here and it would have said, look over here for your first target. Look here for your second target. Okay. But all that is coming in future versions. And that was NU. What's the next one? GLBE. We just hit them all. GLBE. Okay. And this one, this is on the 5-minute today. And what is this priced at? $30. Okay. Well, it doesn't look like it gave much at all today in the way of trade setups. This is back to the 22nd. It didn't really give much. It gave one long trade. Is this even today? No, that's not today. Is this today? I gave this one long trade right here today. And that one went just a little bit up and then it came back down. And it would be right at your stop right now. Well, it would have been right at your stop down here. Like the stop is 37.06. So it would have been right down here at your stop. And that was that one. Berkshire is another one. BRKA. Let's take a look at that. BRK. There it is. BRK.A is what they said. A or B. Well, A is what they said, so I'll go with A. Now that is priced at $566,000. That's crazy. Well, we had a long back here on that. All the way back here. Nobody's going to be buying that stuff, so I guess we can take that off our list. But anyway, I'm going to wrap it up. I've been going for a half an hour now. I'm going to wrap it up. If anybody has any questions about anything, you can email support@tradingviewtrades.com. If you want to take the trial, again, go to tradingviewtrades.com. Just go to tradingviewtrades.com, and it's right down here at the bottom. Okay, you can scan this, scan that, or just click that. Either one will get you to the trial. All right. And this blog, this whole thing, I'm going to put in the blog because I figured out how to add this stuff down here into the bottom of the blog. Pretty cool, huh? All right. That is it, guys. With that, I'm going to wrap it up. Thank you all for coming today, and I will see you all in my next stream.